Good evening. My name is Susie Murphy, and I am your student's scuba teacher for the 2021 school year. Welcome, and we're going to get started with a little bit of information about myself and the course. As I mentioned, my name is Susie Murphy. The easiest way to reach me will be at smurphy@lths.net. It is not normal that you would find me sitting in an office or near a phone. So that will be the easiest way. I'm more than willing to call you back if you just give me a number of where you would like to be reached at. I'm a proud alumni of LT. Graduated quite a few years ago, as this is my 23rd year as a teacher at Lyons Township. My husband and I have two daughters. They are Tegan, who's in 7th grade, and Logan in 5th grade. We like everything Cubs, Blackhawks, and Disney, but I think you'll also get from this picture that we're kind of adventure seekers. We've done some whitewater rafting. The top left picture is actually a couple years old, but it was when we were out in Hawaii, and my girls got an opportunity to try something called SCUBA, since they were too young at that point in time to wear the tank on their own back. That raft you see carried the tank. This semester in SCUBA course, the absolute #1 first and foremost issue is safety. And everything we are trying to teach our students has that in mind. From how they use the equipment, to what they do with the equipment, to when they get the equipment serviced. Also, what happens to their body in these scenarios. We're going to be talking about advanced science. We're going to discuss some physics topics that's already started in this first section, as well as physiology of the body, as we spend a great deal of time on medical issues that can happen in scuba diving. A unique part of this course is that there is a lot of nonverbal communication as we are underwater, and obviously that rules out speaking. So a neat aspect where we learn a lot of signals and kind of learn to read each other's minds a little bit, if you will. The care of the equipment is essential, and we will process that when we get back in the building, and I'll speak to that a little bit more in a moment. There's also a great deal of stress that can come with this course, and so we talk about stress relief and how to make yourself feel more confident. We also discuss the areas of personal fitness and how it's important to be fit in order to be a scuba diver. Lastly, we'll talk a little bit and give examples and opportunities to enhance the students' leadership. And when we're doing that, just so you're aware, some of our students are in SCUBA 2, and they will work to help instruct our first-time students to give a little bit more assistance, more visual, smaller groups. And so over this class, you will notice a lot of their leadership develop, especially in the area of self-confidence, speaking to others, having empathy for others that are lacking in skill as they learn to gain their skills. Before we talk too much more about the course, I want to show you a couple examples of some of the things that we've done. The picture on the right side is actually one of my classes, and we do some videotaping in the pool. So that is actually in LT's pool, and that was actually a scuba diving class, and we will get to that point some way or another this year. On the left, you see two different pictures from Head Quarry. It's in Kankakee. An optional portion of the course is that students can get certified at the end of the class. The bottom there, you can see these kids have just come up from a dive, and so you can see the dock behind them, and you can see all the gear they would rent, etc. So the next thing I want to show you is a little bit about what your students are having to navigate through. As we know, Canvas is our delivery module, delivery method, I guess you'd say, for how our students will attain their information. And in this class, you can see it is listed by week and then by day. All of our scuba classes between myself and Miss McClenahan, the other teacher, occur on the same schedule. And so it's very simple for our students to click on the day they would need. I tried to show you an example of when they click on that day, what they might see. And our students in SCUBA 1, for instance, on Wednesday, September 2nd, which is today, they are expected to complete their pressure density worksheet that we worked on Tuesday in class, and they submit it. And then they are also asked to watch the equipment section. It is a 15-minute session of the PADI video. We work with the PADI SCUBA program, which stands for Professional Association of Dive Instructors. And that is the certification the students would receive if they complete the additional optional portion of the class. These SCUBA 2 students we have, there's 3 students in my class mixed in, and they are working on their Fish Friday presentations, which is a lot of fun for the kids. It's kind of guessing what aquatic life they have picked out. And they also are in the middle of making their expert Google slides on their one assigned chapter for the semester. So it just gives you a little insight on how to read what the students might be looking for on Canvas. In terms of grading practices, we this year are on the A to F model. And so as you look at the grade book in SCUBA with your students, you would not see a running total. Every assignment would either be marked as turned in, missing, or a letter grade of A through F. All of the practice, and these are noted as formative in the grade book, that's all at a 0%. And basically what that means is that is preparing them for our summative tests. It's doing the knowledge reviews, doing the worksheets. In the pool, we actually do videotaping so they can see their skills and try and make them better. The summative portion then, which is what their grade at the end of the semester would be made up of. There are 5 unit tests as well as a few additional tests mixed in there. We have the pool skills and the endurance tests, which happen in the water. Those are both SCUBA skills and some endurance swimming skills to ensure safety. Then they have a travel project that we will do in the second half of the semester, and they get to pick a destination. We'll be doing that very soon. And then they'll get to learn how to book the flights, book a hotel, see what it costs, and see what work you guys have done to send them on some of their extravagant vacations in their life if they've been on a warm weather place. Lastly, there is a final exam that is required. According to PADI standards, they do have to get an 80% or better in the quizzes and on the exam. And to give you an idea, there are retakes allowed, which is a great opportunity, but as a whole, that is rarely ever needed. We have found semester after semester that our students are very prepared for the unit exams as well as the comprehensive final that will occur this semester in December. All right, so the pool skills and how does this look different? Typically from about October 1st until December 1st, we would be in the pool 4 days a week with your students. One group dives, and on alternating days, the other group would be either working on their fitness, working on their skin diving skills, or participating in a game. And so that's what we are currently missing, obviously. We're really not behind until we hit October 1st because we have so much safety and classroom information to cover before that. We are currently on their high priority list for LT in terms of student return for lab sessions. You know, if you're wondering about the commitment, they have actually, LT has purchased extra equipment and different things so that we can get as many students safely as possible in. I would say over a semester, the pool session counts between 6 and 10 hours. If you were to take this class at a dive shop or on a vacation, your pool session would be between 1 and 3 hours. And so our students are always over prepared and we will continue to make that happen. So our sessions might look like a weekend. They might be in the evenings, they might be in the mornings. And that's at the assumption that we don't get back in the regular school day. We pledge to you that by next summer, we will take care of these pool skills if they are wanting to get certified. They will have completed all the classroom work. Even in the spring, our students were fully completed with the classroom work and the exams. And those students are just waiting for an opportunity to finish off their pool skills and then take them. And we have a year to complete this. So Ms. McClennan and I, Mr. Johns in the PE department, he's our division chair, who's also a certified SCUBA instructor. We will make this happen. It just may be in a different timeline than would normally happen with our school day. To get certified, it is an extra optional portion of the course. It is good for your lifetime. There is no expiration. After they finish their classroom and their tests, their pool skills, then they would need to do 4 checkout dives. Those are required to occur over 2 days outside of the class. Typically, the cost is approximately $300, whether we offer it or whether you would do it somewhere else. That being said, if you would take a PADI SCUBA course from start to finish, you're talking more $600 to $700. They would need to, that money would cover the rental gear, the instructor's costs, their certification card, entries to the quarry, so all the components that would come along with it. And again, this is not a required portion of the course. but it would be required if you wanted to finish full certification. Every year we have taken between 50 and 100 kids down to Head Quarry or sent on vacation with referrals, if you will. To be at the place to needing a referral to do this in warm water, we will need to get them through the pool portion and all of the academic portion, which would be done usually in December. If you have any questions, again, my email is smurphy, S-M-U-R-P-H-Y, @lths.net. Again, here's a picture of our students at Head Quarry. This picture was our 10th year, and we are currently embarking on our 13th year of this program. So it's been pretty exciting. Love getting the kids certified. I have had great opportunities to dive myself in various places in the world, as has Ms. McClenahan, Mr. Johns. And the fact that some of us didn't get certified till our 20s and 30s, it's so exciting to us that these kids can do it at 18 years old. If you have any questions, please, please, please reach out. Again, it's going to look a little non-traditional in terms of not sitting in the classroom, in terms of not being in the pool. But we want them to get this opportunity. We want them to love scuba diving. And so we will do our part to finish off their certification within this year time, however we need to do it. So thanks for joining us tonight.